What makes a Christian song a hymn? Does it have to be over 100 years old? Does it have to meet a certain strict set of musical parameters? Is there some process of acceptance by the church? Are gospel songs and praise and worship songs hymns, or at least the modern equivalent of hymns? And since it's human nature to divide up into tribes and factions, that brings us to the most important question to many folks. Which type of song is superior and appropriate to be sung in church? Of course, there are some defining musical characteristics of a hymn, according to English hymnody, which is what we are most familiar with here in America. Things like meter or rhythm of the song, if the melodies and lyrics are interchangeable, and well, all sorts of stuff that even the most conservative traditionalists never even think of when singing Amazing Grace in their pew. But then, if we go back to the actual definition of the word hymn, we see something that's much less rigid than that. It comes from the Greek word hymnos, which literally and simply means a song of praise. And that definition would seem to include any type of song composed for the worship of God. But fortunately, most Christians in America have put the petty traditional hymns versus praise and worship music debate aside, along with its whole, what I like is wonderful, and if you like something different, well, you're wrong attitudes. Now, great classic hymns like Blessed Assurance, camp-meeting barn rippers like I'll Fly Away, gospel hits like Midnight Cry, and praise and worship songs like How Great is Our God all stand shoulder to shoulder in our Christian hearts, not because of their style, but because of their substance and their message. We're featuring one of those newer classics on this episode of Higher Ground. It's a song about the indescribable glory and power of God, written in a humble, everyday place. In 1999, a songwriter named Jenny Riddle was having a really bad mommy day. She had been very busy taking care of the kids. She'd just changed, as she says it, the 446th diaper of my life. And all of the ingredients of the spaghetti dinner were sitting on the kitchen counter ready to be cooked. And she just didn't feel like it. So she just sat for a while, cuddling her son and singing a lullaby to him, and started thinking about all the popular Christian songs that were out at the time. Jenny remembers most of them being focused on need, but it had been on her heart to write instead about something far greater than her needs. And she knew all of her needs would one day be satisfied with just her first glimpse of God. She recalled the description of heaven given in Revelation chapter 4, and the never-ending praise echoing around the throne of God. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Jenny put the baby down to play with his toys, picked up a guitar, and began to play 4 chords she had noodled around with the day before. Immersed in those scriptures and that description of heaven, the Lord helped her paint what she was seeing through these passages. As the song began to take shape, Jenny said she could hear the Lord whispering to her that He would carry this song across the world. She thought, wow, how cool it's going to be to have a couple of my missionary buddies sing it around campfires somewhere out in the bush. Well, she had no idea that it was going to be much, much more than that. Revelation Song was recorded by Phillips, Craig, and Dean and became the longest-running #1 song on Christian radio. And beyond that, this powerful song of worship has been sung in churches all over the world ever since. And just like those classic hymns we all know and love, people will most likely still be singing this one 100 years from now. Revelation Song by Jenny Riddle, performed by Faith's Call.